Hey guys, I'm just going to do a little bit of a Q&A slash get ready with me. Some about myself, some about hairdressing. If you want to know any of the products I am using, just drop a comment somewhere. So my name is Liana King, as many of you probably know, and I have a salon here in Dunedin, New Zealand, and I'm 25 years old. How long have I been with my partner Daniel for? So gosh, I met him in 2012, so 8 years. Do I own my own home? Yes, I do. Me and Daniel bought our house back in 2017. I'm not even looking at my face as I'm doing this. What are my dogs' names? So my dogs' names are Zephyr and Olive. And what breeds are they? So Zephyr is a purebred English Staffordshire, and Olive is a Steffi crossed with a Whippet. How did I get into my fitness? Gosh, I don't know. I guess I probably hit maybe 20 whatever years old, young 20s, and I quickly realized that my body was not staying the same as it used to, and I just slowly started putting on a little bit of weight. Not much, not enough for anybody to notice, but enough for it to kind of be a blow to my confidence, I suppose. It's annoying me that I've used the same brush for my foundation and my concealer. How do I keep fit while I work so much? Yes, a lot of people can relate with being quite busy. So between owning a business and having pets and a partner, and many people out there have children and stuff, they probably also know that the early hour of the morning is the only time that you can fit anything in. So I get up at 6:30 every day, 5 days a week, and I go to F45 in the Dunedin CBD. Yeah, I genuinely really love F45. I think it's freaking fantastic because I don't have to think, I just go in there. This is not a promo video, by the way. This is my genuine thoughts. And I just show up, they tell me what to do, and I do it, and then I leave, and bam, done. You get your ass out of bed and you go. How's this looking anyway? I can't really tell. A bit about my mental health journey, okay. So I honestly could probably do an entire video just on mental health, and in fact I might. So if that is something that you're interested in, I am more than happy to do that. I had a bit of a, let's say, colourful childhood, and I experienced lots of really good things and really bad things. So nothing, you know, god awful. Like, there are people out there who've been through a lot more than I've been through, but. And I suppose from a young age, I suffered with depression and anxiety and a really unhealthy mind. And it took me a long time to sort of grow out of that, and a lot of people don't, I suppose. So for me, it was surrounding myself with amazing people. I have the very best group of girlfriends, for sure, and they also have all suffered with a lot of mind health and mental health issues as well. So we really do support each other. I'm a firm believer in who you surround yourself with is who you become. So be really mindful of the people that you have in your life, and whether they fill you up with a lot of love and a lot of goodness, or whether they kind of drain you. I read the Dalai Lama's book, The Art of Happiness. Now that changed my life because I only picked it up when I felt that I needed it. Now I'm using my contour brush with my blush, and that's annoying me, but I'm not focusing. Anyway, and I found that that book really changed my life. It was kind of like a Bible to me, where I picked it up when I felt that I was desperate for some guidance, and that book really offered it to me. What's next? My eyes, isn't it? Yes. So how do I practice mindfulness at work is another question. I think this is really important, especially for in the hairdressing industry, because all day long we are surrounded by people who, like I kind of mentioned earlier, the energy either fills you up or it drains you. And going to the gym in the morning is a really good one for me because I get that release of endorphins, and I think that's really important. Whenever I do my makeup in the morning, I actually listen to a really short podcast about mindfulness, and I kind of set my intention for the day. Walking down from my car park to work, I list all the things that I'm grateful for in my head. Sometimes it's things like, I'm really grateful for the ability to feel like I've eaten too much and I feel really sluggish, because a lot of people in this world do not have the ability or the means to eat too much food. They're starving. So I learn a lot of things about myself and my brain and how it works. And actually I had a client teach me this one as we were talking about mindfulness and mental health. She said to envision that there is a mirror between yourself and the client, and that whenever they have bad things that they say to you, or they're, you know, being a bit of an energy sucker, because that can happen, there's a mirror between you and the client. They're giving you the bad energy and you just reflect it back to them. It is not yours, it is not your problem. This question's quite funny. Someone wrote, how are you so badass? I would not describe myself as a badass at all whatsoever. Letting go of society's expectation of me and how I should act with my friends, my clients, my, you know, superiors. Don't swear, don't be too much, you're too much, don't do that. Like, I'm sick of being told that. I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be authentic. And like I sort of touched on earlier, I experienced a lot of stuff when I was younger, a lot of good and a lot of bad. And that just taught me that you just need to stand up for yourself and just be honest. There's nobody else like you. And that is fucking badass. How does Zen come about? Okay. Gosh, I felt like Zen was always going to happen, because I personally always wanted to be a business owner. But the fact it happened with Hayley, I didn't see that one coming, so that's really cool. And we make a really great team. I was seeing a life coach at the time, and I had some bad news for my last session, and I walked in tears. I was so upset, and we did a little bit of goal setting, and she said to me, you know, what is it you want to do? Do you want to travel? And I was like, I'll always travel as a part of my job. That's always going to happen. And she goes, well, do you want kids or a family? And I was like, no, because I've always wanted a business, and I felt like I would have to do the business first. So I had been offered to go look at a space, and my business partner, who I didn't know at the time, was going to look at the same space, and just fate just so happened, and voila, Zen happened. Zen was just always going to happen. I felt like I didn't make the decision, it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of happened. Zen, honestly, it fell into place. It was easy, and people supported us. We had people left, right and centre backing us, so it was, yeah. How did I start Zen? God. I feel like I didn't start Zen. Zen started me. What's it like owning a business? That's a good question. Owning a business is like having a child, except you can lock it up for the weekend. You can't do that with a kid. Owning a business, gosh, it's amazing. It really is. It's really special to create a space where people feel comfortable and thought about and loved, and, you know, they're more than just a client, they're a friend, they're a human being, they do so much with us. It's amazing. Zen is not really like any other salon I've experienced before. This is a really hard question to answer. What is it like owning a business? It's a really big learning experience. It's really important you don't put yourself first anymore. You put your working family first, and you put your clients first, and you have to have the ability to just be like, I fucked up, or I didn't, or I'm listening, and all those things. It's so much more than a business. It's a way of being. It's a home. It's a comfortable space. I can't even answer that. I'd have to do a whole Q&A on just the business, to be honest. I hope this is looking good. I don't know. Do I have any hobbies outside of work? Yes, I do. Very few, but I do. I love to paint, and that's something I probably only rekindled not too long ago, thanks to my life coach, Vicky. I actually really would like to do a collaboration with her in a video. So if that's something that you would be interested in, I'd like to actually film part of our session. If that's something you'd like, let me know. But anyway, hobbies outside of work. I like to paint. I like to walk my dogs. I love to go out and to go to festivals and go to live music and hang out with my friends. Are they hobbies? I don't know. I love cooking. I love to cook. I'm actually a bit of a yes man. I'm up for anything, so yeah, just whatever. I've been doing highlighter for ages. I'm not focusing on the makeup here. Favorite travel destination? Vietnam, hands down, Vietnam. If you've been, you know. If you haven't been, you gotta go. Where do I want to travel to? Now, I would love to go to Italy because I have Italian heritage. If any of you have been to Italy, I'd love for you to share with me any of like your favorite foods that you've had and places that you've been and why. I'd love that. I'm not actually sure where my Italian heritage is from. Has anyone used Ancestry.com before? Do I have a hidden talent? I'm really good, like really good at pulling ugly faces, and I'm not gonna do that here. And I'm also really good at sculling beer, like sculling drinks. Probably the quickest female I know, but in saying that, I don't have a lot of female friends that like scull drinks for fun. How did I learn to style clothing? Wow. I always have dressed a little different, I suppose. I never fit in with anybody at school with my clothing choices, that's for sure. I would just say experiment with different like personas of yourself, who you're channeling at the time. Like, who's to say that every day you have to be girly or tomboy or colourful or black? Like, I think that I just like to channel a different version of me each day, and like how I dress determines how I feel. Because of quarantine, I've like not done makeup. I think I've done it like twice during like 5 weeks, and normally I do it every day. This is really annoying me. Have you ever broken a bone? Yes, 2 at the same time. What was I doing? I was maybe like 8. I was gonna say 7, but I feel like I was older than 7, 8. And there was a flying fox sitting there. And it was like, you know, like a flying fox is halfway along the thing, you've got to jump to reach it. I turned around to my friends and I was like, look at me, and I'm going to jump and I'm going to reach it and it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to miss and then I'm going to fall and then I'm going to land on my wrists and break them both. So yeah, it was, one cast was on for 8 weeks, one cast was on for 6 weeks, and I pretty much couldn't wipe my butt for the entire time. That was bloody awful. So don't recommend doing that. Having a real mirror with my mascara. Just as well, I broadcasted it online for everybody to watch. Right, do you have a sibling? Yes, I do have a sibling. His name is Jaden. He's 12 years younger than me, so he's pretty cute. So that is the end of the questions I've been sent through. So I'll just do some of my hair while I finish up this video. If there's anything that you want me to expand on in this video, such as mindfulness, mental health, how to start a small business, if you honestly have any questions, feel free to message me and just ask me. Honestly, I'm happy to answer anything. I'm happy to help. And mental health is something I'm a really big advocate for, because like many of you out there, I found myself in some pretty dark times and some pretty bad places at some point. It's pretty tough to get through, so I completely understand. Ooh, by the way, this is really easy to do. Go around the back, or front to back to front. Tie it up. Do I want it in a bow? I want it in a bow, don't I? That's too much. Okay, hold on. Try and do a really tiny little bow. I feel like my head got bigger or something. I feel like my hair is getting too long to have these headbands. Maybe I need to put that behind there. That's better. If you want me to elaborate on anything, please feel free to message me, ask me anything. I'm really happy to talk more about business, mental health, sort of how you incorporate that into working with clients, with staff, and things like that. Thanks for watching my Get Ready With Me. I appreciate it. Bye!